Hello everybody, so welcome back. This is part 2 of your 13.5. Okay, so let's continue on the last video, and in this video we're going to talk more about the exchange of materials. Okay, 咁喺上一條片啦 in the previous video, I hope that you have a clear concept about the blood vessels and what content is inside the umbilical artery and umbilical vein. Okay, 一定要搞清楚 concept so that you can continue on this part. Okay, 好啦，有冇問題嘅話 let's continue. So very easy. This is just like a common sense. Okay, so there is a material exchange between the embryo and the mother. 咁然啦 what will be carried from the mother to the embryo? 咁當然就會係 including nutrients and oxygen 嘅。One more special thing 就係一個 antibodies，自己讀一讀啦。Antibodies 就係解一個抗體。Okay, so it is a good thing from the mother and then given to the embryo. Okay, so this will be diffused from 呢個 maternal blood 啦，去到呢個 embryo blood 嘅。Okay, and then the next thing 就會 what is taken away from the embryo to the mother. Okay, to the mother. 咁就包括呢個 carbon dioxide 啦，同埋一啲嘅 metabolic waste. And then often we use this example 就係呢個 urea 啦。Alright? Okay, so after that we're going to talk about the diagram. This diagram is a bit difficult to understand, but don't worry, I'll explain it again if you don't in class, or you can give me any questions if you have any. Okay? 好啦，跟住啦，where do we start? We start from here. Okay, 會喺呢度開始嘅。So first of all, remember, just if the exam paper is colored, then it's very good. Okay, so the blue blood, 藍色嘅血啦， or we say purplish red. Okay, we don't say blue blood. Okay, purplish red 嘅 this one must be the deoxygenated blood. 代唔代表佢一定係 vein? No, the answer is no. So this one is the deoxygenated blood, and 呢一個係一個 umbilical arteries 嚟嘅。Alright, so this one is the umbilical arteries. So it carries the deoxygenated blood, and what is inside? First one 就會 carry away 一個嘅 carbon dioxide 啦 and the other one 就會係啲嘅 metabolic waste 啊，得唔得？ Okay, so it's transported from the embryo to the mother, to the placenta 啦。And then the red one 就會係 oxygenated blood 啦，亦都係會係呢個 umbilical vein 啦，佢會係 carry more oxygen 啦，同埋 nutrients 同埋 antibodies from the placenta to the embryo 嘅。Okay? 好啦 and then this placenta is the site of material exchange. Site 即係個地方啦。Okay? So as you can see, one process is keep on happening here. 有一個過程不斷發生緊嘅。This process is called diffusion. Okay, diffusion 啦。So if you still cannot remember what exactly is diffusion, then please work very hard. Okay? So there is a concentration gradient. Right? Also 簡單啲啦，我哋叫做 moving along the concentration gradient. Moving along 係咩意思啊？即係代表沿住佢。Okay? Along 係沿住嗰個 gradient 落去啦。Okay? So always the material diffuses from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Okay, so one last thing is that if you are able to speak this out very easily, then congratulations. If you still need some time to think about it and digest 要消化一下先講到出嚟嘅話咧， then please work very hard. Okay, these are like very common basic knowledge for you now since you're in Form 5. 得唔得？ Okay? Okay, so what is happening here? 咁你就會見到啦，呢度係 leaving 㗎嘛。So what is leaving the blood vessel? What is leaving the 一個嘅 embryonic villus 啦，或者 villi 啦。What is leaving 當然就會係一啲 unwanted 嘅嘢啦，就包括 carbon dioxide 同埋一啲 metabolic waste 啦。咁黃色啦 as you can see, the yellow arrow, what is entering the villi 就當然會係 wanted 嘅 material 啦 ，nutrients 啊、oxygen 啊、antibodies 啊。Okay? So the last thing is that I want you to look at the structures. 最尾一樣嘢就睇一睇個 structure 啦。咁我哋會知道 so these are the capillaries. 咁佢哋嘅 capillary 啦會有呢啲嘅 villus 嘅 ，villus is singular，OK？ Villus is singular and villi is plural. Alright? So be careful 啊 when it asks you for naming， 當你係標示一啲嘅嘢嗰陣時啦 ，when it asks you for labeling or naming，if it points only one， 如果佢淨係指住一個嘅話 ，then you should only write a villus but not a villi。OK？ 自己小心啦。Okay, and then this is one of the villus, and then the whole thing is a capillary. 好，最尾啦 as I said earlier in the previous video, this is the blood space， 係一個血腔啦。Okay, and you can see that this one is the mother's 嘅 venule 啦。venule 即係代表小靜脈啦。And this one is the mother 嘅 arteriole 係小動脈啦。Alright, so these are not the capillaries from the mother. Okay, so these are the venule and the arteriole. Okay, 最尾一樣嘢啦就係一個 uterine 嘅 lining 啦。Okay, so the villi will join 或者我哋會講佢會係 grow inside 啦，嗰個 villi 啦會 grow inside 啊，或者會 join 咗一個 uterine lining， 咁成個位置 the whole structure we call this organ the placenta， 得唔得 ？Okay, so we've learned about this here。Okay， 呢個 villi 啦會 grow into uterine lining， 然後啦 together with 呢個 maternal 嘅一個 uterine structure 啦，就會 form 咗一個 organ 叫做 placenta 啦。Okay, so the last part is that this one. This will also be dictation, but this one will be a separate dictation because this is very important as well. 亦都係非常之緊要嘅。Okay, so these three, you will see this again. Actually, you've seen this. Okay, so where have you seen this? Let's go and see. 睇一睇咯。So first of all, 我哋會見到啦 there are lots of finger-like 嗱，呢啲係一個手指狀嘅啦嘅 embryonic villi. So there are a lot of villi. So what is the function? Last video we've talked about that. 上一堂已經講過啦，就係 it will increase the surface area， 會增加咗個 surface area 啦 for exchange of materials. Okay? And then the walls， 另外一樣嘢啦，就會講到呢個 walls of 呢個 capillary 啦，同埋呢個 embryonic villi。當然啦，係 thin 定 thick 㗎 ？They are very thin。原因係啲咩啊？就 provide 一個 short distance。Okay, so up till now, do you think which chapter do you find very familiar of? 係好相似嘅。Okay, and then the last one, there are a lot of blood vessels 係 carrying materials away。係啦，佢會 carry 呢啲嘅 material away 啦，包括呢一個嘅nutrients 啊，或者係 carbon dioxide 啊。Okay, so since there are a lot of blood vessels that carry materials away， 所以啦就可以 maintain 到 a steep concentration gradient 啦 between 呢個 embryo's blood 啦同埋呢個 maternal blood 嘅。So these 3 points are actually taught already in your chapter 7. Chapter 7. Okay, when we talk about the ASX or let's say gas exchange, this time it's not about gas exchange, we are only changing it to material exchange. But the concept is the same. 嗰個概念個內容係一樣嘅，都會係 increase surface area 啦，都會係一個嘅 thin wall 啦，從而 provide 個 short distance 啦，都會係 a lot of blood vessels，從而去 maintain steep concentration gradients 嘅。Alright, so that's all. This will also be dictated. Okay, and then let's continue. 咁然後啦 so there is the material exchange between embryo and the mother. 同一時間啦 it will also give hormone and then maintain 一個嘅 thickness of the uterine lining 嘅。Okay? 當然啦 the hormone, one of the hormone is regulated. 咁自己可以讀到呢隻字啦 regulated. Regulate 係代表控制住啦 regulated by 呢一個嘅 yellow body 嘅。Okay, so we'll learn this in E1, elective book 1. Okay, so the remaining part is already less difficult. Or we're going less difficult, but somehow you need to remember the details. 你哋需要記一記嘅啫。Okay, but the concept is not that difficult. 得唔得？咁就 get ready 啦喎。So as I as we have always been saying, they are the embryo. 一開始嗰陣時都係一個 embryo 嚟㗎嘛 but then it will develop into a fetus and then become a baby, right? So when will fetus happen? 佢幾時會出現嘅呢？ So about 8 weeks after fertilization. Okay, 8 weeks 度啦，大概8個禮拜。So that means 2 months， 自己可以寫低啦。Around 2 months time， 2個月之後啦 ，and then what will happen？ 你會見到啦 ，major organs are formed. Okay, we often give definition by this， 就係會講 when will an embryo become a fetus？ 就係 major organs formed by the embryo. Okay, once all the major organs are formed， 例如 for example， 你會見到 all the eye 啊、lung 啊、heart 啊，甚至佢哋嘅 urinary system 啊，嗰啲全部係 form 咗嘅話咧 ，we'll call it a fetus。記到度啦。Okay, so it will continue growing, and the whole period 成段時間啦 ，it takes about 38 weeks， 咁就會係 9.5 months 啦。Okay, and then it is ready to give birth， 就開始可以出世啦。Okay, and this 3-month period 係咪 is it that important 咧？Not really. So just look at it yourself. Okay, I'll go through them very quickly. Okay. 今日啦，首先啦，第一樣嘢啦，我哋可以睇一睇嘅 here. So the period from fertilization to birth 啦 ，you do not need to remember this name, so just have a look. 我哋叫 gestation period. OK， 咁而一個 larger size 嘅 animals usually 啦 ，OK larger size 嘅 animal 啦 ，usually 係會有一個 longer 嘅 gestation period 嘅，即係代表懷孕期啊。OK， 佢個妊娠期啊 ，as you can see here 啦。OK， so for human, we take like 9.5 months, right? And then for elephant, it takes like nearly 2 years, 係大概2年時間嘅 22 months 啦。And then for mice, 即係老鼠啦 ，very small in size, right? It takes only 18 days. Okay? 好啦，咁然後就this one just telling you when will it become a fetus？ 幾時會變咗做 fetus 啊？咁其實 embryo 嗰陣時咧 ，the heart will already start to beat， 又開始會有心跳啦 ，and then the backbone is formed。backbone 自己可以寫低啦，係脊椎。And then forming a fetus 就係 all major organs are formed 啦。去到呢個時候 ，at this time you can already see the eyes, nose and then ears。OK， 繼續啦 ，it will continue to develop，and then you can see that it's only the 3rd month， 第3個月啦 ，you can see the arms and legs。OK，let's continue 睇埋幅圖先。And then the next 3 months, so it's like the 4th month to the 6th month 去到第6個月嗰度啦。And then 開始啦 the hair starts to grow. So that's why when a baby is given birth， 當佢哋出世嗰陣時啦 ，you can already see some hair, alright？ 然後一啲 external reproductive organ 啦 can be seen。通常 we can see if the baby is a female or a male at this time。開始睇得到㗎啦，係就咁憑個超聲波。OK，you only use the ultrasound，之前 ultraviolet 先。You can use the ultrasound 呢個超聲波啦 to see if the fetus is a male or a female. Alright? And then at the end of 呢一個嘅 6th month 啦，佢哋隻眼開始會 open 啦。And then before birth, you can see that the bones and the muscles are well developed. Okay, so they're ready. Okay, so after that, we're going to talk about the parental care. Okay, prenatal care. Prenatal 咧，some of you may, I don't know really why, but some of you may write something like this, parental care. OK， 但係小心一字啦，我哋呢個 prenatal 啊 ，OK prenatal。好啦 ，prenatal care 係啲咩嚟嘅咧 ？So it is vital 即係代表係 very important 嘅，好重要嘅。OK，for the health of fetus。OK， 咁但係留意一樣嘢啦，呢個 this is different from parental care。你at the later parts 去到後邊嘅位置啦，we talk about parental care。OK， 但 prenatal is different. How is it different? Parental 係 after birth of 呢一個嘅 baby 嘅。OK。但係啦，when we talk about prenatal， 呢一個係 only mother can do it， 係淨係關個 mother 事嘅啫 ，mostly 啊，我就咁講。OK， 但係啦，如果當我哋講 parental care， 例如 for example，if your dad give you food or not， dad will also be involved。 係 more 嘅。OK， 好啦，咁嚟睇一睇咯。So it's also very important 啦，咁有啲嘅 do's and don'ts 啦，咁common sense，alright， 咁睇下你自己寫唔寫到啦。Just think of it as a learning English，alright， 咁要一個 balanced diet 啦，均衡嘅飲食啦。So they need certain nutrients， 例如通常要啲咩 nutrients 啊？通常例如係一個you can remember this 係一個 folic acid 同 iodine 啦，咁都會要一個 calcium 嘅 ，alright，calcium 啦，因為需要一個 formation of 呢個 bones 啊嘛，係咪啊？Formation of bones 啦，咁you may also hear one thing is that a woman who has given birth will be more likely to suffer from， 即係佢會可能受到一樣嘢影響啦 ，suffer from osteoporosis， 就係一個骨質疏鬆症啦。OK，they who has given birth will more likely suffer from osteoporosis， 所以佢哋 the pregnant woman will also need to take in calcium as well， 得唔得 ？OK， 好啦，咁然後啦 ，folic acid 會有啲咩用咧？會 prevent， 會 reduce 咗一個嘅 birth defect 啦 ，defect 我哋呢個字學咗噶啦，就係一啲嘅出世嗰陣時會有嘅一啲嘅先天性嘅疾病啦，或者先天性嘅一個缺陷啦。OK，birth defect 就係缺陷啦。咁 iodine 啦 ，iodine 係啲咩用啊？碘液啦，咁碘液就會係 for 一個嘅 brain development 嘅。OK，of course there are a bunch of other things. When you become a mother, you will know that. Alright， 咁你會見到有啲咩胺倍加營素啊，或者一啲即使係 for OK，so the milk powder. Some of them are for babies, of course, but some of the milk powders are for pregnant women. Okay, so it really depends. 好啦，咁然後要 have a balanced diet 啦。You can still carry out exercise， 但係通常 gentle exercise 啦。因為 if it is too vigorous，OK， 自己寫啊 ，vigorous 就係相反啦。vigorous 就係睇一個劇烈嘅運動咯。So vigorous exercise may be harmful to your baby. Alright， 咁然後啦，原因就係咩啊？就係一個 gentle exercise 啦，會 reduce fatigue。fatigue 就係解疲倦啊。Alright，reduce fatigue 啦，同埋係 prepare for your childbirth 嘅。即係代表你喐動多少少 ，if your muscle contracts and relax more often，somehow you can give birth more easily。OK， 但係如果你就咁坐喺度成嚿嘢唔喐嘅話咧 ，somehow when you give birth you suffer from a lot more pain， 你會更加容易係會覺得更加痛嘅。OK，and then you will have some prenatal checkup 啦，會定期嘅檢查啦 ，just like body checkup，alright，to see the health of the fetus and to see the health of the mother。So are they doing okay 咁樣啦 ？OK，and some of the things you do not do， 咁就係啱啱講嗰啲嘢啦。Do not smoke， 因為 smoke 入邊會有 nicotine 啦，會有尼古丁、carbon monoxide 一氧化碳啦。咁然後remember one thing。So the last one you may know is that there will be tar. Tar in Chinese 就係焦油啦。So one question is that do you think that tar will affect the health of fetus directly? The answer is no 嘅。Okay, so of course tar will affect the mother's body， 佢會 affect 佢嘅 respiratory system 啦，即係佢嘅呼吸系統啦 respiratory system 啦 ，but it will not be able to affect the fetus directly， 直接嘅唔會啦。Of course, if you're saying like the provision of your oxygen will be lower than your healthy mother 嘅話 then this may be, but this is an indirectly 嘅 affection 啦，得唔得 ？Sorry, indirect 嘅一個 effect 啦。OK， 好啦，咁然後啦，so do not smoke because nicotine 啊 carbon monoxide 啦 can be found in cigarettes 啦。OK， 然後最尾啦 ，it may also lead to miscarriage， 係可能會導致到一個嘅墮胎，唔係喎 ，sorry， 導致到呢個流產嘅 miscarriage 下邊有噶啦。Alright, and then also avoid alcohol 啦，因為 alcohol can pass through 呢一個嘅 placenta 嘅，可以穿過咗呢一個嘅胎盤啦 ，and then be transported to the fetus，alright， 咁所以就會導致到一啲嘅先天性缺陷啦，就係叫做 birth defects 啦。OK，and do not take drugs without 呢一個嘅 doctor's advice 啦，咁呢個就 especially during 呢一個嘅 pregnancy period 啦。OK， 因為啦 some drugs can pass through 啦，或者 cross 到呢個 placenta 啦。Again, may harm the fetus 嘅，得唔得 尤其一啲嘅成藥啦 ，some of the medicine you can find in the 藥房 in the stores. Okay, so for the medicine, for the drugs that does not require any medical advice, try to avoid that. OK， 啱啱先同你講咗啦 ，so this is an ultrasound scanning， 咁就係一個超聲波嘅一個掃描啦，去監測啦 ，alright，so to see the health of the fetus 嘅 ，OK，health and growth stage 啦，即係佢依一個進展係點樣啦 ，OK，so this one I can talk about it briefly，OK， you have something to learn 就係一個 NOS 啦 ，NOS 就係 Nature of Science，OK，so this is often tested in your MC，so just again we've done this practice before and this one is another example 係另外一個例子啦。OK， 咁學英文先啦 ，non-invasive，invasive 即係代表入侵嘅 ，alright，so it is bad for you 入侵性嘅 ，OK，and this is prenatal testing，that means 去 while you're pregnant，OK，I forgot to tell you this, sorry. So prenatal is similar to pregnant. I forgot. Okay, 好啦。Okay, and then parental care, right? Parental is of course related to your parents. Okay, 好啦，跟住繼續講咯。So when we talk about the non-invasive, that means previously 喺以前嘅時候啦 ，so there are some invasive 嘅一個 testing 嘅。因為點樣咧 ？What are we doing? So we want to check if the fetus 係 會 carry 咗一啲嘅咩啊 genetic diseases， 會有啲嘅遺傳性疾病 ，genetic 係遺傳啦 ，disease 係疾病啦。Alright, so the pregnant woman will carry out this amniocentesis， 即係佢會 amnio 啦，即係 that means related to your amniotic fluid 嘅。咁成個呢個嘅 experiment 啊，或者呢個 testing 啦，我哋就會叫做 amniocentesis。Alright， 咁然後啦 ，so what is happening 就會一個 needle 啦，係 place through the abdomen 插咗入去 ，place through your abdomen 啦 ，and then to collect 呢一個嘅 amniotic fluid， 佢會收集咗少少嘅 amniotic fluid 嘅。And then what will happen 就係 the fluid will check 啦，因為個 fluid 會有一啲嘅 fetal cell，fetal cell 即係代表 the cell coming from the fetus。OK， 然後就會 see 啦 ，to check for any abnormal 嘅 chromosome， 睇下會唔會有啲唔正常嘅 chromosome 啦。However， 呢一個咧係會有 0.5 嘅一個 risk of miscarriage， 可能會導致佢流產嘅。So why is that? Because the needle may hurt the baby， 可能會拮到個 BB 啦，然後 it will lead to miscarriage. Okay, so this is the method done earlier. Okay， 大概喺早少少嘅年代會進行嘅。Okay, so as you can see, this is the needle and it is collecting the amniotic fluid. Okay， 然後啦，當然啦 ，at the same time， 咁we do not do it blindly， 唔係盲咗去睇嘅。So there you will also see the position of the fetus first, but still there is this chance of hurting the baby 嘅。Okay， 而啦 ，at this moment, so there is a safer test 啦。咁呢個 test 係做啲咩㗎？就會係一個呢個好出名嘅一個醫生啊 ，OK。And then 就會發覺咗啦，呢個 fetus 就 release 呢個 DNA 啦，就 into the plasma of 呢個 mother 嘅。Plasma 係代表血漿 ，OK。So where can you find plasma? So plasma and blood cells equals to blood. Okay. So remember there is no mixing of blood between 呢一個嘅 fetus and mother 啦 ，but 但係呢啲嘢係乜嘢咧 ？But 佢就同你講啦，呢一個嘅fetus 咧係會 actually 係會 release 咗呢個 DNA 啦 into the plasma 嘅 ，OK。所以啦 ，we can take a blood sample 啦 from the mother， 可以拎咗個 blood sample，there inside 就揾到呢一個 fetus 嘅 DNA 啦 ，fetal DNA can be checked。就揾到佢嘅 DNA， 從而啦 to detect if there are any abnormalities。abnormal 即係唔正常啦 ，abnormalities 就係睇下會有啲唔正常嘅現象啦。Alright， 好啦 ，so in the past 我哋會覺得啦 ，we have the concept that maternal blood 即係 the blood of the mother 啦，係 have no fetal DNA 嘅 ，free of 即係代表冇啦，得唔得 ？free of 呢個 fetal DNA 啦，但係啦呢一個嘅 Professor Low 啦 doubted 佢懷疑過呢個 idea。然後啦，就 make this new discovery 就發現咗 discovery 係發現啊 ，alright， and then 就 make this new discovery 啦，就有呢個新嘅發現啦。Okay, so just like hearing a story, and now we try to do something. It's about its NOS, nature of science 啊。好，第一樣嘢啦，佢就話咯 ，scientific knowledge 係tentative 係 is a difficult word, but you can also put it down. It's just like temporary， 佢係一個暫時性嘅 ，OK， 佢目前嘅啫。And subject to change. Subject to change 係真係三隻字一齊用嘅啦。We use these three words together. That means it could be changed. 佢有可能會改變嘅。Okay, is this correct? The answer is yes. 係啱嘅。Okay, so put a tick here. And then science is affected by social and cultural factors. OK， 咁呢一個啦，即係代表係咪社會同埋呢個文化會影響咗，會 affect 呢個 science 咧 ？The answer is also yes 嘅，因為你會見到啦 ，here 你會見到係 many people 會 hold the concept 啦，然後就會覺得其實 you cannot find any fetal DNA in the maternal blood。但係咯，someone 就會 doubt 咗呢個 idea 啦，然之後啦就 he disagrees with your social or cultural 嘅一啲嘅 ideas 啦。Okay, so this is also another yes。最尾啦 ，scientists may not derive 啦，或者 arrive at the same conclusion 啦 from the same set of data。OK 嚟啦，首先 learn this word may not arrive at the same conclusion， 即係 may not derive the same conclusion， 即係代表佢哋唔會達到同一個結論嘅。OK， 指到度啦 ，derive。OK， so from same set of data。OK， so first of all 要明白一樣嘢 ，this is also a NOS， 呢個都係 this C 成句句子啦 ，this sentence is also another nature of science. Okay, but we are now talking about is this sentence correct? Is it related to this example? 係同一個例子相唔相關嘅 ？The answer is no. First of all， 我哋冇一個 set of data 啦 ，you cannot see any data above， 你睇唔到任何 data 啦 ，and somehow no conclusion is drawn， 冇任何 conclusion 嘅，得唔得 ？Alright, so C is not correct here. Okay, so just remember again, when we talk about NOS, you can write anything, only if it is reflected in the example. 如果喺個 example 度有講到嘅話 you can see it out， 你就可以寫出嚟㗎啦。Okay, so this is the last part, and yes, this one seldom tested, but yes, you need to know the difference. 你會需要知道佢哋嘅 difference 嘅。Okay, so now we're talking about the twins. You may remember this part very well from your junior science. 可能係初中嗰陣時記呢一個位置記得好清楚啊。Alright, so usually there is only one baby from one pregnancy. 一次嘅懷孕啦 usually you will only have one baby. However, sometimes we may have two babies or even multiple babies. Okay, so for the case of multiple babies 有多過兩個嘅話咧 we'll talk about it in the next page 得唔得 So if there are two babies 我哋就會叫做 twins 啦 and there are two types 有兩個種類嘅 One of them is called the identical twins 咁我哋就唔會叫做雙胞胎嘅我哋會叫做in Chinese OK 我哋會叫單卵雙生 and 我哋都唔會叫龍鳳胎啦 we'll say as 異卵雙生嘅 Alright So we have this identical twins and fraternal twins. Fraternal, okay? 好啦，或者 non-identical twins depends on you 啦。So the easier one will be the identical twins. 講一講呢個 identical twins Okay, so look at the left. 好簡單啫。So after fertilization, formation of zygotes 佢會 develop into two cells. 而且啦 what happened is that the cell develop into each cell each of these two cells 係 develop into an embryo 嘅 ，OK， 即係 zygote 會 form 咗 two cells， 然後 these two cells separate 係唔知點樣會 separate 咗啦 ，and then each of the cell 會繼續 carry out mitosis to develop a ball of cells 咁樣啦，得唔得？睇一睇咯。首先啦 ，first one fertilization， and then formation of zygotes， and then divide into two cells。再之後啦。Each of them 係每一個都會 carry out mitosis然後 become a ball of cells。最尾啦 ，you will see that they are genetically identical 嘅。 Why are they genetically identical? Because they come from the same cell. They come from the same zygote. 佢哋會係一模一樣嘅嘢嘅。Okay, so they have the same genetic makeup. 佢哋會一模一樣嘅 genetic makeup 啦。They have they are same sex 啦 ，same blood type 啦，佢哋嘅血型一樣啦。They look alike 嘅，睇落去好相似嘅。Okay, and then when we talk about the fraternal twins, 今次啦 is different because there is 二輪啊嘛。That means there are two ova. 今次係有兩粒嘅 ova 啦。Alright, so released at the same time and fertilized by different sperms 係會有兩粒唔同嘅精子啦。Two different sperms 啦，去 fertilize 咗佢哋嘅。Therefore, it's just like two babies are formed. Okay, so it's totally separated. 佢哋完全係分開咗嘅。Alright, so what happened is that okay, two ova are fertilized, two zygotes are formed, and then two zygotes develop into keep on carrying out 一個嘅 mitosis 啦，然後 forming a ball of cells, and this time they are genetically different. 今次啦，佢哋就會係唔相同啦。Why? Because they come from two different cells, two different zygotes 啦。Okay, so they have different genetic makeup. They can be, 記住啊 ，can be 啫。They can be different sex， 即係佢哋嘅性別可能唔一樣啦。They can be having different blood group， 唔同嘅 blood type 啦。They may also not look alike 嘅。Okay, just like your brothers and sisters, they may be just like that. Okay, 但係啦，記住啊，我哋 in Chinese we have 龍鳳胎 ，but 龍鳳胎 refer to one boy and one girl. But when we talk about fraternal twins, it can be both boys, both girls as well. 得唔得？ This I remember one MC testing is that if they are both girls, does it mean that it has to be fraternal twins? And is it possible to be fraternal twins and identical twins? The answer is yes. 得唔得？其實佢哋可以係 having the same sex 嘅。Alright? Okay, so yes, multiple births 咁就係一個多生啦。我嘅中文就係多生啦，應該係啦。So multiple births, that means more than 3 or more babies. If you remember, one of the very rich people in Hong Kong, I think is 李嘉誠個仔 and his wife has given birth to 4 babies at a time. And what they have carried out is, I think 係人工受孕。Let's see. Or this one, in vitro fertilization. 一個體外受孕啊。Alright, so we will talk about this. So this is called multiple births, and there is a record is that most children delivered in a single birth. She has given birth to 6 boys and 2 girls. Octo. Just like octopus, right? So octagon 就八邊形啦 ，octopus 就八爪魚啦 ，and this is octuplets 就8個 boys and girls 啊。OK， 好啦，usually 就 why are there more than one children? Usually one of the reason 就會係啲咩咧？就會係一個嘅 in vitro fertilization (IVF), 即係代表係體外受精。Okay, so there is also other factors. You may, if you're interested, you can put it down. The first one 就會係因為pregnant at a older age， 係一個大啲嘅年紀 pregnant 或者係 pregnant has given birth before has 一個嘅 family history of 一個嘅 multiple births 即係代表 inside your family there has been history of multiple births 咁 that means it may be related to your 一個嘅DNA 嘅，得唔得？最尾啦就會係一個嘅有啲嘅 fertility treatment。fertility 即係代表係肥育啊嘛，亦都係解懷孕咁樣啦。So fertility treatment, for example, the IVF, the in vitro fertilization is one of the fertility treatments. Alright? So that's all for this part, 13.5. It is really not an easy section. Okay, so please try your best to finish this part, and I'll check the answer with you. For the remaining videos, sorry, I think I'll need 2 more videos to go. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so that's all and bye bye.